YouTube, this is the Casual Film Critic here, and today I'll be reviewing the new frat house comedy called Neighbors. Now, I'm sure you've heard of Neighbors. It's all over TV, it's all over the radio, its advertisements are everywhere. But I'm sure that you know who's in it, and I'm sure you know what it's about. So basically, who's in it? It's Seth Rogen, Rose Byrne, Zac Efron, and Dave Franco. Now, by the way, all very good in the movie. And the plot of this film is basically just a happy couple who live in this California neighborhood. You can assume it's California. And they are living there very happily with their child. And then this frat house moves next door, and they get all worried. They're like, oh, we have to go tell them to quiet down. And that basically just starts this whole rivalry throughout the film between these two groups, which is the neighbors and the fraternity. And basically, it's just an excuse to show a bunch of funny clips, funny sketches, funny jokes, etc. Now, first I want to start out by saying how much I love the chemistry between Rogen and Byrne, which was the couple, and between Zac Efron and Dave Franco. I like their chemistry, not as much as Seth Rogen and Rose Byrne, because theirs felt more genuine. But with Dave Franco and Zac Efron's part, I liked it until they started to get kind of serious with it. They tried to hit the emotional part with them way too early in the film. You didn't really know these characters. It just felt kind of awkward. Like, you didn't really care about what was happening. You felt it should happen way later. But, so these characters rushed a little early, but, you know, not the end of the world. Now I want to talk about the jokes. So, the jokes. 1/3 of the time, they just fell flat. Weren't funny at all. Kind of embarrassing. Another third of the time, they were funny. You know, I may have, chuckled in my mind, not out loud. Might have smiled a bit. And then the other third of the time, they're flat out hilarious. You'll be laughing out loud for sure. Yeah, and that is one of the most strongest parts of the movie, and one of the parts of the movie where it falls flat. It's funny, sometimes it's so funny, and then other parts, it's so not funny. Like, it's kind of embarrassing. And a comedy should never do that. Like, last year, This Is the End came out, that was almost always funny. And the jokes that weren't funny, they just kind of went by. I mean, you could forgive the jokes. In this movie, the bad jokes aren't memorable, they're just kind of there, and they just kind of awkwardly transition. It's like a way to end the scene, but it's just not good. And some of the sketches I didn't really like the what's it called? Airbags was, you know, kind of stupid, but I get it. And some of that I really didn't like. The trailers and commercials spoil way too many of the good jokes. They spoil the ending, for Christ's sake. I mean, that's ridiculous. And another complaint I had was that the pacing was very, very bad. That was probably my biggest complaint, was the pacing. Just everything felt like out of order. I felt you could switch so many events in that movie and you wouldn't even notice. So that was another really big problem for me. But, all things said, I really liked the characters. I thought the script was kind of good. I mean, the people that wrote this haven't really wrote a lot of other things, except for the 40-Year-Old Virgin, which I thought was hilarious, better than this movie. But I thought the directing was pretty solid. Script at times is pretty funny. I won't spoil any of the big jokes in the movie, because there are some really big funny jokes. But, so it's funny, there's many funny parts, but overall, it's brought down from being a great comedy because of odd pacing, some strange scenes that don't fit, some humor that falls flat, and a little bit more that I might describe in a different video. And this is the Casual Film Critic, and I will give Neighbors a B-, and this is the Casual Film Critic, and I will see you later, YouTube.